The issue of foreign labour has been a red-button topic in Singapore. Locals have been worried about increased job competition due to the presence of foreign workers, given that local businesses have been growing more dependent on foreign labour. But local companies have been told to rely less on foreign workers and instead invest in innovation and technology to grow their businesses. At a dialogue session discussing the economic strategy recommendations as part of budget measures this year, a panel of ministers and economic strategy committee members told close to 600 members of the local business community that they should focus more on productivity and less on increasing labour.
We have decided to raise the foreign worker levy, and we do so over a period of time, over a period of 3 years in steps, so as to allow time for companies to adjust, for companies to seriously consider what are the alternatives in terms of raising productivity, so that over time we can reduce the overall dependence on foreign workers and on labor force input as a whole, and instead rely more on the productivity growth to fuel the company's expansion and growth. So in doing so, we hope that we will then be able to achieve our target of 2 to 3% productivity growth over the next 10 years.
With a panel by Finance Minister Tharman Shanmugaratnam, Secretary General of NTUC Lim Swee Say, Manpower Minister Gan Kim Yong, and Minister from Prime Minister's Office Lim Hui Hua, one of the issues debated involved the increase of foreign worker levies announced at the budget debate this year. These levies serve to control the number of foreign workers in Singapore, but some small-medium enterprise or SME owners were worried that they may have to bear the brunt of the levy hike.
My name is Michael Tay. I'm a representative of the Landscape Industry Association in Singapore. Our industry is probably at least 50 or 60% staffed by foreign workers. On the national interest of raising productivity.
Yeah.
This is just one of the particular situations that perhaps the government is trying to arrest by wanting to encourage local workers to take on work in this industry.
Right.
However, we are spending a lot of time and money training Singaporeans who do not want to do the work eventually.
Foreign worker levies will be raised gradually over the next 3 years to complement the government's efforts to boost the productivity of firms. Starting July 1st, levy rates for most work permit holders will increase between $10 and $30 per month. They range from $150 to $470 now. Rates for S-Pass holders, which are workers with mid-level skills, will at least double from the current rate of $50 per month. At the dialogue held at the Suntec City Convention Centre, the panel brought up the efficiency of Australian construction workers as an example.
Look at Australia, for example. I mean, there's in the Australian construction industry, I mean, an average Australian construction worker is much more productive because he uses technology, he uses the mechanization more effectively than an average construction worker in Singapore.
Participants of the dialogue session had mixed reactions to the issue of increased foreign worker levies.
It has been a challenge. In fact, it will be a challenge in the short term because it's probably in many of the dialogue session, the comments from the business community is a double whammy because there's a withdrawal of job credit. On top of it, you put in a levy increase. Short-term wise, there'll be quite a substantial pain because lately we have, myself as consultant to the chambers, we received several very serious concerns on this.
It does increase the production, the cost of the Singapore company, and in a way, maybe at the beginning, it make your competitiveness lower or worse. At the beginning, but maybe slowly it can pick up in the long run when the training and then education roll out.
On the back of increased foreign worker levies, businesses may have to switch their focus from increasing labour to boosting the effectiveness of their current pool of employees.